What were you struggling with, and what have you tried to do to fix it?
Well, I had a plethora of kind of ailments and things that were just taking away from the quality of my life. And I would say that the most bothersome thing was the adrenal fatigue and the hypothyroidism, and the anemia, were really just plaguing me and causing my hair to fall out and not having any energy and weight gain and joint pain and whole bunch of other things. So yeah.
Uh-huh. So I remember you were dealing with, you were taking like at one point you said you were taking 30 supplements for your adrenal fatigue and for your thyroid, for your iron levels, and also you were dealing with depression, anxiety, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was up to, yeah, 30 to 40 supplements a day. And I wasn't getting to the point where I was feeling like I was actually healing. And I was also on medication too for my hypothyroidism. And also taking stuff for iron. Yeah. So I was taking all of that stuff, and I just felt like none of it was getting me to the place where I was actually feeling like things were reversing. So
Yeah, and then your goal was to feel better, but also get off your supplements. So you wanted just to heal your body, yeah,
yeah.
whatever it takes, and that was your goal, right? So how do you feel like a program was different from what you already tried to do, what you already done on your own?
Um, well, I actually like got results that I was looking for. I This has just been such an awesome. I was just talking with my mom this morning about how this has just been a magical, like transformative experience. What I was doing before, I went down the whole food plant-based diet for about 6 months. I even started out probably for the first like month, I was just eating raw foods. And I was feeling better. I was feeling better, but I wasn't feeling 100%. I wasn't sleeping. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I had terrible insomnia. So I wasn't sleeping. I never felt well. I felt like there was a cloud over me all the time, brain fog, depression, anxiety, rage episodes. Yeah, I was just not myself at all. And I was still in pain. It wasn't as bad as it was when I first got sick, but I was still in pain. And since starting your program, it's been, the first little bit was tough, but like it's been continual me feeling so much better. Like every single day, it's a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. And I wasn't having to guess. Like that's the difference with actually working with you guys as opposed to trying to figure things out on my own. It's like you're shooting in the dark. You're like, let's try this and see if this works. And I didn't have someone to talk to every day. I didn't have somebody to call crying saying that like, I'm miserable. I don't feel good. Or what do I do different? Or, I didn't have any of the support from people who have tried it and have, are experts behind, this program. So I couldn't have gotten well this quickly. And I mean, it's been radical. If I wouldn't have worked with you guys, I wouldn't have been, I wouldn't be here right now at all. So I would probably still be hurting, still trying to figure out the next best thing, still trying different supplements. I mean, the amount of money we spent on supplements was unreal. So yeah.
So what made you finally decide to do this?
Um, I just kind of hit a breaking point where I'm taking all these supplements. I'm on this medication, which I didn't want to do. I mean, in the very beginning, when I first realized I was sick, I tried everything I could to avoid medication. And I wasn't feeling better. And I couldn't tell if what I was feeling was really me or if it was all these supplements and the medication. I just didn't feel like stable. I didn't feel clean and natural and all of that. I felt very fuzzy, and my hair kept falling out. It wouldn't stop falling out. And so I ended up calling my mom and just like had this breakdown, and I've been following you guys since I got sick. And I even called you guys earlier on and had a strategy session with you and tried to figure it out on my own after I talked with you. And I just didn't figure it out. And my mom was just like, you need to call them, schedule a strategy call with them and like get going. Like, what's it going to hurt? And I'm happy I had that like breakdown of like, I've tried everything that I know I can do. And I worked my butt off. Like I tried really hard, to get better, and I did my research, and I cleaned up my diet, and I tried all the mental like affirmations and everything, and I just wasn't getting there. And I think that asking for help is the best thing I've done. So
I'm so glad that you did it because it's just been such a pleasure working with you, and you're such an asset in a group. Just everything that you post, you're inspiring others, motivating us. You're such a huge example for everyone else who's in a program right now. That it's just been such a good experience for us as well. Just
oh, good.
just working with you, we always gonna be referring to a client Lindsay. Well, Lindsay, well,
Well,
if Lindsay can do it.
yeah. I mean, I feel like it was like this moment of like, okay, I'm at my bottom now. Like all I can do is let's just give it a shot and go for it. And if I'm not going to go at it with enthusiasm and excitement and joy, I don't think I was feeling like I wouldn't get the results that I wanted. I feel like I needed to really have that mental attitude that like, I'm going to do this. I can do this, and I'm going to be positive about it. And even when it's hard, I need to be thankful for the experience because it's going to make me stronger in the end. And it totally has. Like, this has just it's been life-changing, really has. Like, in my talking with my mom today, I was telling her that I thought I was alive, prior to this. Like I was living, and following your program and, eating this way and healing, I'm feeling alive in ways that I never have felt even prior to being sick. My brain's working better. I have like the surges of creativity that I never had, and it's been beautiful. The whole thing's just been beautiful. So
Yeah, and you have three kids, and you're also a busy mom. A lot of people that we talk to, they're like, "Oh, I don't have time for myself. I'm so busy."
right.
Like, what would you tell to somebody uh, what it takes to be successful in a program, or what it takes to be successful to reverse your condition? What do you feel like it takes to really heal your body?
I think that, outside of having the support, like I think it's vital to have support around you, but I know that not everybody has that. And so for me, my family was a huge motivator for me, and my children were a huge motivator for me, that they deserved the best me, and I wasn't giving them that. I didn't have that to offer them. And I didn't have it to offer myself. And so I feel like if you can figure out what your reason is, what is your reason? Is your reason to be able to offer the best self to your family, to the people who love you, to the people who deserve that from you? And also, do you deserve that? Like, do you value your life enough? That the short life that we have, do you value it enough to put the hard work in, radically change how you view, food and your lifestyle and what self-care is and all of that? And are you willing to put the effort in to change, and you have to figure out what your reason is. And once you have a good reason, there shouldn't be much that can stop you from succeeding, and I haven't wavered once on this program. I haven't gone off of it. I haven't cheated. I have followed through every day. And it's because my children, my husband, my family, my parents, my friends, myself deserve the best of me. And this has given me that and them that, and I know that as much as I'm thankful, my children are thankful, my husband's thankful, my family is thankful, so figure out your reason. And if you can figure out your reason, then there shouldn't be anything that can stop you from doing it. So
This is really beautiful and inspiring. Thank you for sharing that. And also, I want to ask you, what would you tell someone who is really skeptical and they feel like they already tried everything? Like, I already tried everything, and they already invested so much money. Like, what would you tell them? They don't think maybe you're real, or they already feel like it's the same thing that they already done.
Well, I was like that, I feel like for a while, I'm like, well, I'm doing everything, my diet is so clean, and I'm, trying to exercise, and I'm journaling and I'm, trying to take the time for self-care. I'm trying to sleep, but it wasn't working, So I mean, I tried everything. I tried juicing, I tried fasting, I tried everything, and it wasn't getting me there. And the whole point of, I mean, I guess the whole reason that I came to you is I knew that there's something I was missing. There's a missing piece, or there's multiple missing pieces, and I spent enough money on functional medicine doctors, on supplements, on food, on whatever it is. And you guys don't charge enough for what you do, like you don't. The amount, like I'm off of all my medication, I'm off of all the supplements, and I'm better. I was symptom free, in like 5 weeks, So, I would just tell somebody to just do it. Just, it's worth it. You won't need all the supplements that you've been taking. You're going to be able to get off your medication. You'll save money. Really, you're going to save money because within the 6 weeks, you're going to be feeling so much better, and you won't be guessing anymore. You guys take the guessing out of it.
Just skip through all the other people and just come to us.
Seriously, like just stop. I mean, I think that people think that it sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, you get that a lot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like that's how I felt, I think too, where I'm like, really, like within 6 weeks, I'm all this stuff that's been bothering me and making me absolutely miserable and not myself, is going to go away, and I'm not going to be taking medication or supplements to make it better. Really, but it's funny because I had those thoughts, but I come from a family and of just a background in general of really believing in the power of food and natural healing and all of that. And it's still like, I was still skeptical. I was like, but I will attest that it works.
I remember the first week it was very hard for you because you were getting off your supplements. So there was a lot of hormonal issues going on. So you were actually feeling worse. And I remember how you were really doubting, like, is this really working? Is this gonna work for me? I remember how hard it was for you, but you still reached out for help. You talked to us when you needed it, and you followed the program, even though you were not feeling good the first week.
The first week was really hard. I think that it was equally as tough physically as it was mentally, especially when you're trying something new and you're putting, your trust into something. And it was my Hail Mary. It was my last shot at trying to really get this under control and reverse this. And I was feeling terrible, I was feeling terrible. I was detoxing. I was getting off supplements. I was getting off medication. And, but then it clicked, and it was literally like an overnight switch where it was like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling better. The first morning that I woke up and I didn't have this feeling of impending doom and heart racing and kind of panic in the morning that I would get with the hypothyroidism and adrenal fatigue. That first morning that I woke up and I felt calm and peaceful, I just cried, like happiness. My daughter comes downstairs and she's like, "What's wrong, Mom? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm really good." Like, I'm not sad. I'm happy. It's really, really good. And it just kept getting better and better and better and better. And now I don't have that at all anymore, and it's hard to think when I was experiencing it, I thought it would never go away. And that's what life was going to be like, and it's not, it doesn't have to be, You
don't have to stay sick. You can always get better and get to your best health possible. Yeah. And
yes.
So that's good. And okay, so I think we covered all the questions. So okay. What do you feel like would happen? So you mentioned if you didn't join that program, you would have been in probably the same spot, or it would have taken you a lot longer to figure it out, right?
Yeah, I would still be I was researching so much. I was spending so much time researching and trying to find answers, and which I don't think is a bad thing. I've learned a lot during this. I've learned so much about health and stress and the effects of it on your body, and not just emotional stress, but, I had a baby and I wasn't sleeping, and, just financial stress. I mean, there's just so many stresses that I was going through. So I've learned so much about my body and how it works and what's needed to heal and to keep it optimal, and the difference between normal and optimal. I've learned a lot. So I'm thankful for my journey in it, but I'm really happy that it's ending now. You know, the healing is coming, you know, I'm finally there. So I'm thankful for the journey, but I'm happy to be starting a new one, you know?
Uh-huh. So what's your goal after the program? What would you like to do now that you feel so much better and
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. You know, this has taken the sickness, all of it has taken a lot from me. I was angry a lot for a while, feeling like it stole my presence from my family. It stole my creativity. I'm a creative person, and I wasn't really creating things every day like I used to, you know, writing and painting and cooking and all of that. And getting outside and moving and all of that. So like lately I've just been, you know, keeping up with the house, writing more, doing more poetry, going outside every day, playing with my kids at night, playing games. You know, that has been just so freeing. It feels like I have that freedom back. And now it's like, you know, I now that I'm feeling better, I want to start creating more, and also trying to figure out what my next thing is in regards to, you know, wanting to do something for other people, you know? So I don't know if it's me sharing my story and encouraging people to take their health in their own hands and advocating for themselves. You know, I started an Instagram page a while ago when I first got sick, just to kind of share my journey and to inspire people to keep advocating for themselves. So I plan on doing that still. So yeah, we'll see what happens in the future, but I'm just excited about it. I actually feel excited about the future as opposed to, oh my God, this is what my life's going to be like, you know?
Yeah, so you feel excited
So
about focusing on other
yeah.
things other than your illness. So you feel like you could start writing again. You already been writing in that group, and it's beautiful. But so it's really good. I'm so happy. First of all, Victoria, we want to say something else talking. I just love how like honest you are and how happy you are. You always, even when you had like in the beginning, it was a struggle. You were always so bubbly. You have a lot of energy, and it just kind of like I love just seeing you every day, like talking to you and just have communication with you, and just seeing you every day how you improve and just your energy is so like bubbly
Oh,
and also that you're so honest. That's what I love the most because you really just you would tell us like everything, something going on, and I never had to sit there and just guess like, oh, what's going on with Lindsay, you know? I
yeah.
never have to worry because it made me feel like you because you would tell us, and that's what I
Yeah.
love because you're so
Well,
honest.
thank
And
you.
that's why you doing so well. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. That's funny because it's something that being transparent, you know, is something that I'm been, you know, we talked about when we journal and things like that. That's been something that I've really been trying to put out there for myself, for my future self, is I really want to be more transparent and more honest. And so I'm happy that you were feeling that for me because it's something that I'm really, you know, was really working on and still working on. So thank you for
Yeah,
sharing.
you don't have to suffer alone because sometimes people they feel like they have to suffer alone, and you don't have to. Like you sharing your story, I think it's gonna inspire people that they can start talking and they can start. Maybe this is gonna inspire them. They can relate to you. They're like, oh, I feel the same way, and they're not gonna feel as alone, and it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna help them to just give them hope. And
Yeah.
'cause a lot of people they lose hope and they feel very discouraged. And I think because of your story, because you went through the journey, when
Mm-hmm.
you went from feeling sick to feeling healthy, it's the journey. It's really hard to explain unless you experience that, and
Mm-hmm.
for them to like, I think it's gonna inspire them just to know that a lot of other people that they can get better too. So
Yeah.
there's a way for them to get better, and they can find whatever that way is for them. But yeah, so the reason why I feel like you were successful is because you always checked in with us daily and
Yeah.
never had to worry, oh, is she doing the plan, or is she something she's not telling us, or is it working for her? Do we have to change something?
Yeah.
We always
Yeah.
felt like we were so honest with each other, and we became so close. Like I feel like
Yes.
we know you so well, and
I know.
we love you, and we always just gonna be friends. We
Oh,
always
I know. I know.
that.
I love you guys so much. I like your support has been the amount of work and support you guys put into this is phenomenal. And you guys are extremely good at what you do. And I think you found, if you feel like you haven't found your purpose, I'll tell you that I feel like this is your purpose. And you've helped me change my life around. I feel I couldn't thank you guys enough. So thank you very much. Like, this has just been, it's the best gift I've been given ever. So
thank you. You've been just the best person to work with. It's just, it never felt like work, for us.
Yeah,
we have really good relationship with you, and I feel like a friend, and I feel like you're a friend, So I just feel very, like, when I go shop sometimes for food, I just think about you, like, would you like to eat? Like, I think about.
I would love to go shop for food with you guys.
It's just like, I feel like this is something that's gonna continue on even our program is over.
Yeah.
And, I'm just glad that it was that you got the results. That's really important to us, that you healed, not just that we like working together, but also that you got the results. That's
right.
That's very important, and that you're gonna continue doing everything we taught you and implementing it and helping your family, and just inspiring others to take their health into their own hands and not believe what somebody can tell you. Like, when you were eating certain foods, people will tell you it's bad for your thyroid. Like not have those things to affect you. But is there anything else do you feel like you could share, or you would like to share with people, maybe who don't know us or who just found us?
I think that I would tell anybody to just do it. First of all, like, stop questioning, stop doubting, just do it. And not only will the symptoms of your autoimmune disease or chronic disease and your lab, all of that will reverse. Not only will that happen, but you'll be surprised at how many other wonderful things you'll notice too that change. And there's things that I never even considered getting better or improving, and they did. My skin is better. The weight loss is just simple and easy, and it just falls off. And for me, it was the mental clarity, and that's something that if somebody thinks that they have mental clarity, they have no idea. They have no idea. Like, I thought that before I got sick, I had some I was pretty clear mentally, but this is proven that when you eat food that you're meant to eat, and alive food, you're going to feel alive. And I just think that anybody, it doesn't matter even if you have a chronic illness or autoimmune disease, you should just try it. Just get better. You can totally improve your life. It's been such a radical, magical, awesome experience. And everyone should try it.
Thank you so
and everyone
much.
should work with you, and don't doubt, and just go for it. So
thank you so much. Well, you look amazing, and you look so pretty, and your hair looks really nice.
Oh, thank you. It's growing back. It's getting there. So I lost probably 2/3 of my hair over the course of a year, and it was pretty devastating. Not only are you feeling sick, but then you really are starting to look sick. And the hair loss was bad, and it's starting to come back. So that's good. And it's getting softer. Because with thyroid disease, it can really change the texture of your hair, and mine got really coarse and wiry, and it's actually a lot softer now, which is awesome. So
very good.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Lindsay. Again, we really appreciate you taking the time, and we can't wait to share this on Facebook with other people who you're gonna inspire.
Yeah.
And thank you so much again, Viktoriya.
I can't wait to share this video too. I'm going to share it everywhere I can.
Yeah, thank you, Lindsay. And
thanks, you guys.
We're just happy to have you as a friend now, and we're just gonna continue our relationship and continue just getting better.
Yes, it sounds good to me.
Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.